Morning everybody, welcome to the second day of this free morning stretch, courtesy of myself, Rob, Yoga Dad, where I'm running these free 15-minute sequences every weekday this week in support of Mental Health Awareness Week. Now, thanks in particular to everybody that joined me yesterday for the class. Really some fantastic feedback and great to see so many people kind of sharing the posts and the videos and encouraging more people to kind of look after themselves in body and mind. Now, today's class, we're going to focus on the theme of self-care. So thinking about the ways in which we can kind of look after our bodies physically and mentally, and to do that through a body scan. And so by introducing the body scan, kind of almost like a meditation in some respects. So we'll be looking to close our eyes. But equally, if that just feels uncomfortable for you at any time, then feel free to open your eyes, or if you're unclear on any of my instructions, then open your eyes back up again and feel free to close them at any time, and just really being inquisitive and curious about how that feels in the body. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm sitting down this morning. Feel free to stand up if it works better for you. So I'm sitting towards the front of my seat and just placing my palms across my knees. And before we close our eyes, I just want you to really think about the body and how it feels, and your body in particular. And is there any particular part of the body that you maybe dislike or wish looked differently compared to friends, family, work colleagues, maybe TV personalities, those on social media, those kind of benchmarks that we may have in life towards what body perfection really looks like? And just take a moment just to think about, okay, well, you know, if they're considered to be perfect, then you know, what does that mean for me, and how does that make me feel? Let's take a few deep breaths. And as we breathe in energy and vitality to the body. Almost breathing in love as well to the body too. And as we breathe out, we're breathing out any worries. Breathing out and letting go of any negative emotions. Just allowing that final exhale just to feel that weight sinking down, softening in the body as we close our eyes. As we close our eyes, everything turns dark. But we still feel safe and protected amongst this virtual space this morning. And so through this body scan, we're going to be illuminating different parts of the body and just checking in with how they feel in the morning. So we're going to start by turning a light on in the head. And by turning that light on in the head, we're just going to make some slow rotations. Turning the head in one direction across one shoulder, and then in the opposite shoulder. Bring our head back to the center, lowering our chin down towards the chest and feeling that length created as the weight of the head falls down. And then tilting our head back, chin towards the ceiling. Length now all the way from the jawline down towards the base of the neck. And back towards a neutral position. Lowering our ear down to one shoulder. Rolling our head back across the opposite shoulder. Chin back to chest. And then back in the opposite direction. And so by closing our eyes, we can really tune into those sensations. Cross, front and back, side to side of the neck. And then back to a neutral position. Now let's turn a light on in our shoulders. Store so much tension often in the shoulder region, particularly if we're sitting at desks for extended periods in a day, carrying heavy bags, that type of thing. So let's shrug our shoulders up towards our ears as we inhale. And as we exhale, slowly lowering the shoulders back down towards the seat and the floor beneath us. Inhaling back up. Shrugging our shoulders up towards the ears. And back down again. Really feeling as though we start that movement, lifting the shoulders up as we begin the inhale. And as we exhale, slowly lowering back down. Shoulders back to a neutral position. Now we move around and turn the light on in our arms, all the way along the length of our arms. Let's take our arms now out in front, palms facing towards one another, thumbs up towards the ceiling. We inhale now and lift our arms up towards the ceiling, shoulders away from the ears. And just gently turning our palms away and down towards the floor as we extend our arms out, shoulder height and down towards either side of the seat. And then back round again. Palms back towards the center as we inhale, lifting the arms up and overhead. Exhaling back down again. Palms towards the floor. Lowering down either side of the body. Inhaling, lift up. Stretching out all the way along the side body. And back down again. Now let's keep our arms down by our side for a moment and just turn the light on now in our hands. So both of our hands really feel as though as we illuminate the hands, the fingers extending away from one another. We feel that space that's now been created across the palms, all the way from the tips of the thumbs to the tips of the little fingers. And just start gently rotating the wrists. So exploring the space that's around us with the hands as they move in one direction and then the other. Now bringing the hands back across the knees again. And we turn a light on now along the spine. So feeling that length that's now created all the way from the crown of the head down towards the tailbone. Just gentle pressure through the palms on the knees just to create that little bit more space along the spine. Almost imagining we're turning on a set of lights through each vertebrae along the length of the spine. And as we open up our chest, just allowing our chest to fall forward between the upper arms, we arch our spine. So we draw our chest forward, lifting our gaze up towards the ceiling. And exhaling round in the spine back, tucking the tailbone under. We do that once more. Inhaling, lifting up, chest forward, arching the spine back, tailbone pointing back towards the back of the chair. And then rounding the spine, tailbone under, chin to chest. And back to a neutral position again. Now placing one palm across the belly. And as we illuminate the belly region, we turn that light on around the belly. We turn the light on for the breath. The means by which we can connect with the breath on each inhale and exhale. Each one different to the last. And just almost imagining that with each inhale, we're blowing up a balloon. And each time we breathe out, we're deflating it back down again. Just those subtle movements in the body and tuning into the warmth across the palm, onto the belly. And the breath rebounding back through the palm and through the whole body. We can really connect with the breath in a way that allows us to focus on this moment in time. Now placing the palm back across the knees. And we just take ourselves a little bit further back in the chair as we extend one leg out in front of us. So at hip height. So pressing one heel away, toes drawing back towards the shin. And feeling that length now all the way along the back of the leg as we turn that light on along the legs. Pressing that heel away, the top of the thigh, rooting back towards the hip socket. And then we do the same on the opposite leg. So pressing that heel away again, toes back in towards the shin. And that lighting up now all the way along the back of the leg, all the way back towards the hips. And then lowering that foot back down. Bring yourself back towards the front of the chair. And just lifting one foot back up again. And just start rotating one foot. Drawing imaginary circles of the shapes across to the opposite side of the room. As you rotate around the ankle. And really feel as though we're illuminating through all four corners of the feet, across the ankle, and then back down again. Lifting the other leg. By keeping our eyes closed through this sequence, we can tune into some of those sounds that we hear, the cracks and the creaks across the joints, the length that's created maybe across the top of the foot, and also all the way along towards the tips of the toes. And then placing that foot back down again. And we'll still keep our eyes closed just for a moment. And we just tune in now to the whole body. Now that we've illuminated all parts of the body, how does that now feel? Is there a particular part of the body that feels like it deserves some special attention today? And if there is, then send love from the heart towards that part of the body and really feel a warm glow inside. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of who you are within your own skin and not try to be anyone else. And take a few final deep breaths. We inhale energy and vitality in. Exhale, letting go of any last negative emotions and worries we may have about our body. And still with our eyes closed, just start shaking out all parts of the body. So the head, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the legs, the back, the belly if you can, the legs, the feet. Just shake it all out, shaking all that last tension out. And then placing the palms back across the knees. And just really savouring these precious moments that we've got together. These final moments of stillness in body and mind. And really see how that feels. And as you slowly open the eyes again, just really feel that warm glow from inside the body emanating out. And take that into the rest of your day. I hope you've really enjoyed this morning's sequence. Thank you for joining me again. Feel free to share, send this on to other people, encourage others to join us. Classes will continue for the rest of the week. Have a fantastic day and look after yourselves. Namaste.